Hi, YouTube channel. This is me again, Dr. Belinga of Life Gets Better Here. I wanted to come on today. It's Friday. I'm still not sure which day I'll come on. I'm hoping Monday or Tuesday, but it's Friday. And as you know, our country is going through a lot. A lot of civil unrest, a lot of police brutality, protests, um, people being paid to infiltrate the peaceful protests to cause violence and looting, and the murder of a black man and many others. So I'm not here to talk about that because we all know what's going on, but I want to just raise my voice just to let you know that I am here. If you need anything, have any questions, if you're a white person and you are down for the struggle, you don't want any more racism, you don't want this unjust system that we have. Racism is systemic and it permeates everywhere in our society against Black Americans. And so I just want to come on and say that I'm here to listen, to answer questions, anything you need. If you're curious and you want to not be racist and you want to stand up for the fight to end the injustice. And I have a list of books that I want to suggest to you that you can read and you can start educating yourself. I hope you're interested in this because it's really important that we all stand together, because you have the power to change this, because you are white, you are the dominant culture, and you are the oppressors. And you can let it go. You can put your foot off the necks of all Black people in America. You can help that by using your voice. And one of the ways you use your voice or help us is not to take this personally and be offended by what I'm saying, because I have blueberries. That's blueberry skin. Because this is what's going on in America, and we need your help. We all need to work together. So in the protests, there are Black Lives Matter, social injustice, but everybody's out there, not just Black people, white people, Latina people, Asian people, everyone's together. The entire world saw what happened to George Floyd and how he got murdered in front of the world on television. Everybody saw it. So Amsterdam, Sweden, Switzerland, everywhere, France, everywhere, the world is protesting about injustice to people, and especially Black Americans, African Americans, Black people. I call myself Black. So we say Black, African Americans, but the POC and all those things, I don't know what that means, but I'm Black, and I just want to, and I'm a doctor, and I'm here to stand with my people, and then with all of those people, the people that are in support of us. So I have the names of some books, but I saw a great YouTube yesterday with Robyn D'angelo. Her book is White Fragility. She spoke for an hour on, I saw it on a YouTube video. It was great, explaining what that was. She's white. So I would recommend you get that book. I got the book. Well, I'm getting it today on Audible. But I watched her hour-long speech, her talk. It was really, really good. So White Fragility is one book that you can read if you want to understand what that means. What that means is, if you're white and someone's telling you, like me, how we lived in a world of unjust for such a long time, and you start defending yourself or become offended, that's white fragility. Because you don't want to hear what's really going on and what your people have really done to Black people. And so, and it's not a fight. It's just, well, it's a fight to free that, but not with you. So it's not anything against you, so don't take it personally. That taking it personally, your feelings are hurt. So I'm the one who has had this life of oppression, and you tell me, I tell you about my life, your feelings are hurt. You know, that's not what it is. So this is a great book to read and understand what you do that just almost up your white privilege. And so you don't want to hear it. But we've got to listen. You got to listen and understand, and I've got to be sensitive to you because I am. That's my heart. But those of us who don't have that heart have to still be sensitive to you when you're trying to understand, because racism is just embedded in you since the beginning of time. It's just in there. So, okay. So that's the first book, White Fragility by Dr. Robyn D'angelo, and then I put on my phone, on my cell phone, a couple more books. I'm going to tell you what they are. And so another book is Uprooting Racism. I gotta get my glasses. Where are they? Well, I don't have my glasses, but so, okay, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, it's Uprooting Racism. How white people can work for racial justice. It's paperback. That's another one. So Uprooting Racism. Another one is called Understanding and Dismantling Racism. That's another one. And then another one is called How I Shed My Skin, Unlearning the Racist Lessons from the South, from a Southern Child. That's all I give you. So those are some books that you can read if you want to educate yourself about racism, how you are um, privileged. You're privileged. I think you know that. How you're privileged, how you have white fragility, and how white white supremacy. You want to learn about that, so it help you understand what black people have gone through all these years. And when your heart is good, that's not enough that you have a good heart or that you're a nice person. You got to know really what's going on and how you can really help to change this thing, because you can. And that's why I'm speaking to you. But usually I'll be on my YouTube channel talking about relationships, giving you tips and tools, and about your higher power, your higher consciousness. That's what I'll be talking to you guys about mostly. But this week and last week, I just haven't got I've got to come in and be the leader that I am and talk to you guys about this, because you need it. And if this pisses you off, I hope it doesn't. But if not, you'll go get one of those books, or you'll email me, or you'll DM me and say, "Oh, Dr. Willinger, what is it?" And I'll tell you. Just anyway. So I was gonna get on here today or yesterday, because I have a free giveaway to join my list, but I haven't made my pop up yet. But I'll tell you about it. It's called The 6 Secrets to Enriching Your Relationship. There are 6 secrets that you can do to enrich your relationship. But then I said, no, I have not made my pop up yet. I'm doing it on my own. But I have the 6 secrets, but I got to put it on my website. But what I did decide to do is, since my narrative today is about Black Lives Matter and how white people can help with this whole movement that we're in right now over the entire world, is global, then I have 6 things that you can do to help enrich the world, or the world around you. Okay? The first thing is, when your friend or your colleague, black, obviously, starts to talk to you about racism and what they've experienced, you want to listen to them. Listen to them. There's no apology necessary. You want to listen to get it. Just to get it, absorb it. After the listening thing, you want to ask questions. If you're confused or want to know, ask, because they will totally tell you. Okay? And if they get emotional, please don't take it personally. That's a part of white fragility. Because it's not about you. They're not angry at you per se. They're just really pissed off about how it's been for so long in our lives. So you want to be able to not take things personally, because it's not about you. And white people always make it about them. Either they start to cry, they get, my feelings are hurt, I'm mad at you, how dare you. But that's all white privilege. Don't do it. Just listen and understand, because this is true about our country and about you. It is. And it's okay. Yeah, don't take it personally. Stand up and speak up for Black Lives Matter, to change the game right now, how things are in this country forever, to get out of white privilege, so we should all have the same privileges. But we don't. You do. So you can look at black people and say, oh, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Why didn't you do it like that? Well, because you guys have taken it from us. But that's not why I'm talking to you. Read the books. Understand what's happening. Learn your history. Learn about you. And then and it's going to be hard, because nobody wants to hear about themselves. My clients don't want to hear about themselves in their relationships. They don't want to hear about their part in it. They don't. Nobody does. Black, white, any race. They don't, because it's hard to look at yourself. Especially right now, to see the injustice in this world with black people is hard. for you. If your heart's really good, it's hard, but you can do it. You're strong enough. Look at it, and just work through it. You can do it. And the first thing that I'm going to tell you, what you can do is, if you have a black friend, a black person that you really call your friend, not a person you pretend your friend or you just have her or him around for the quote, the what do you call it? The quote, the black quota in your little parties and stuff, like the one black friend. But if you have a black friend that you really love and care for, call that person and talk about what's going on right now. Be open to talk about racism and the part you play in it and your privilege and your white fragility, and listen to them. If you really are their friend, you will call them. A text doesn't count. An email doesn't count. A phone call does count. And the last thing I want to tell you is that do better. Do better. If your friends are making jokes about black people or any other race, don't laugh at it. If you see an injustice, don't be silent. Silence equals violence. If you don't speak up, then you're on the side of that. Be on the side of right. Be on the side of right and do the right thing. So I would ask you to like this video, to share this video. If you have any comment, please put it in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel. It's Latifa Willinga. Life gets better here. I hope to see you around. Bye.